Hello and welcome to the Daily Comic and Collectible, episode 281. Now today, the collectible of the day is the Hasbro Toys Marvel Legends Controller Build-A-Figure Wave Iron Man action figure. Tony Stark resolves to get back to basics, donning a new stripped-down Iron Man armor inspired by his most classic designs. This Iron Man figure features the character's new back-to-basics armor from his recent appearances in the comics. This Iron Man 6-inch scale figure is based solely on the Marvel Comics character and is designed with premium detail and advanced articulation for posing and display in your collection. Has classic-inspired details and is part of the Controller Build-A-Figure wave. This box set includes the Iron Man back-to-basics figure, 2 pairs of interchangeable hands, 2 blast effects, and 2 brand new smoke effect pieces created in 2022 for this Iron Man release. This figure was released by Hasbro Toys. Now the comic of the day is The Avengers, issue number 164. With the cover date of 1977, October. With story by Jim Shooter and John Byrne, art by John Byrne, and cover by George Perez. This issue is titled, To Fall by Treachery. Wonder Man is the focus of attention at the start of this story, as the Avengers consult with Tony Stark, whom of course they're unaware is their leader Iron Man, and Stark technician named Alice, to investigate his new ionic energy form. Alice states that Simon didn't die as everyone believed, but went into a dormant state of metamorphosis, like a caterpillar before emerging as a butterfly. Throughout the examination, the Beast tries to speak up but is repeatedly cut off by the rest of the group. Feeling ignored, he quietly departs. In a bout of self-pity, he stalks off in a trench coat and fedora, concerned about the reactions he'll get from the general public. Confirming his fears, a hot dog vendor he approaches runs away in horror at the sight of him. But then, to his surprise, he is mobbed by women who gush over him, as if he were one of the Beatles. As he basks in his newfound sex symbol status, the Beast fails to notice a sinister figure drive past him in a Rolls Royce. This person drives to a harbor warehouse where he finds a worker lifting massive crates with his bare hands. The figure identifies the worker as the supervillain Power Man, who insists he's left his villainous life behind him. His mystery visitor, now revealed to be Count Nefaria, makes him an offer that he cannot refuse. Nefaria states that his first assignment will be to break 2 particular men out of prison. Several days later, Bob Frank, aka The Wizard, is reading about the prison break by a pair of supervillains and suspects that this might lead to the Avengers' involvement. He has the television on and sees a live update about a bank robbery in progress nearby, prompting him to try and spring into action as the Wizard. However, his daughter Wanda, the Scarlet Witch, drops by at that moment and reminds him of his heart condition. She insists he takes it easy while she takes care of the bank heist. The heist is being pulled off by Power Man, along with the Living Laser and Whirlwind. Before Wanda arrives, several other Avengers make it to the scene. There's a brief scuffle in which the Avengers are briefly overpowered by the 3 villains, who seem to have had their abilities amped up and managed to escape. In an uptown townhouse, one equipped with a high-tech lab in its sub-basement, Count Nefaria convenes with a small group of scientists in his employ. This group includes Professor Sturdy, the former Nazi scientist who devised the enhanced ray that gave Wonder Man and Power Man their superhuman strength. They've been working on a mysterious Project N for the Count, and it involves 3 villains, who don't realize they're being used. Over a video link-up, Nefaria dispatches the villains on a new assignment. The next day, the Avengers are holding a meeting, although their chairman, Iron Man, is absent. Captain America is on the verge of making a motion to replace him in absentia when a car is suddenly thrown through the second-story windows, injuring the Wasp in the process. This story is continued in issue number 165. Geek Fact: apart from the cover, no one ever refers to the three villains assembled as the Lethal Legion throughout this story, although they were all members of the supervillain team in the previous appearance in issues 78 and 79. Bonus Geek Fact: the Beast notes he has been missing from the team for days because he was spending a lot of time with a young woman, Patty. This was a reference to Marvel artist and head of production Patty, who became the wife of Dave Cockrum. Another bonus geek fact: this was the first appearance of Project N. It was established by Count Nefaria in his sub-basement laboratory. He wanted a way to increase his powers and reduce his chances of death. Here he created a machine that could duplicate a superpowered individual's abilities by reading their cell structure and imprinting those powers into a suit. Another bonus geek fact: Count Nefaria was human until he was subjected to a process created by Baron Zemo's scientists. It granted him the powers of the Living Laser, Power Man, and Whirlwind, amplified tenfold, making Nefaria one of the strongest known humans. Another bonus geek fact: Tony Stark has stated that Nefaria is everything he's tried to avoid becoming. Intellect, wealth, and power, twisted by selfish, destructive ends. And final geek fact: Nefaria's first appearance was in Avengers issue number 13, with the cover date of February 1965. Power Man's first appearance was in Avengers issue number 21, with the cover date of August 1965. The Living Laser's first appearance was in Avengers issue number 34, with the cover date of November 1966. And Whirlwind's first appearance was as Human Top in Tales to Astonish issue number 50, with the cover date of September 1963. He became Whirlwind in Avengers issue number 46. Well, I'd like to thank you for joining me for today's Daily Comic and Collectible, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. This is Cat Fan Comics Man, and I'll catch you on the flip. Over and out.